everybody, today we're doing another horny tier list, and this was a special edition as I have one of my most consistent viewers, one of the best guys in my chat. We got AceTrainerPaul. How's it going, Paul?
Going well.
We're
I don't
gonna
know a lot about Dead by Daylight, but this will be fun.
We're gonna be doing a horny tier list based on the horniest Moris. So S tier is we are looking at these killers are thirsty and they are taking it out on you. What is it? And then D tier is, you know what? They're just here to kill you. It's whatever. These are for the boring people. Isn't Twitch guest star just for like other Twitch people? I don't actually know how to use Twitch guest star. I'll cut this part out of the video. What do you mean? Let's see. I could do something like that. Yeah, we'll do that later. We'll do it at a different time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, so I have a video. I have a video prepared for this. We're gonna start at the beginning. We're gonna watch every single Mori, and then we're gonna rank them as how horny we see them. So we're gonna do these in order, starting with our boy Trapper.
Oh, that's
it.
That's pretty horny.
That's horny, nah. What are you talking about, Paul?
I mean,
we're straight into D tier for that one.
I don't know. If somebody steps on my back, I feel like that's like some aggressive energy, you know?
All right, there is a little bit of
feeding me over the, you know.
That's fair. There's a little bit of. I'm gonna forget. Should we stop after every Mori? What do you mean?
You know what my problem is, Zoop?
Tiny, we're gonna watch the Mori and then we're gonna talk.
I don't know the other Moris, so
oh, that's fair.
Like, this is. I know Trickster's Mori, and that's it, really. So.
All right, well, you know what? We'll move him to C tier because he steps on you, and that's a little horny, but it's kind of basic, you know.
I get you.
Okay. Paul, you have a Twitch account that makes you a Twitch guy. You're a Twitch guy. All right, so unfortunately, I think Wraith and Trapper are very. Oh, that's a little bit different. All right, he kind of gives you a yoink. I don't know, man. I'm feeling that. What'd you say?
D tier.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the stepping animation. He's just kind of dragging you a little bit, and there's not really, we're not getting any Dom kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Wilma Flintstoning. He's not throwing you over your shoulder. He's just, dragging you around.
A little drag. Yeah, I see that now. Sorry, it sounded like you were gonna play the whole thing. Oh no. Sorry. Yep. Okay. We're gonna do it one at a time. All right. Well, we got Trapper and Wraith have not been showing up today. But we got the Billy next. A little bit of a step.
I hear people don't like Billy. Or no, is it Bubba?
Bubba. Billy is amazing. We do not trash talk Bubba. I mean Billy. Alright, so we get a little bit of stepping action. But it's still pretty boring after that. Maybe it's kind of the same horny-ish Trapper, you know?
Yeah, I think Chainsaw, when I think horny, I don't think Chainsaw.
I don't. I mean, to be fair, when I think horny, I don't think Giant Cleaver either. Or Knife Hands. Or, you know...
Well, now you're just splitting hairs.
Now we're just splitting hairs. Alright, but now we're going to start to get into some of the better Moris. So, unfortunately, these three killers have not had a Mori update since they've been released, so their Moris are very basic. However, these Moris are getting into more, more unique Moris. What's up, Jakey? We're doing Horniest Moris today. So we're going to go into Wraith. And Wraith, let me tell you... not Wraith. We're going to Nurse. Right, we get a little bit flip. Oh, yeah, we dive in for the choke.
Oh.
Diving in for the choke. And then a little, a little gentle caress on the cheek.
Oh, and you're dead now. Oh.
I don't tell you, but that is straight up S tier. Like,
I was gonna say that's at least A, but you put it in an S. I'm not gonna argue with it.
So it's the combination of the choking, and then the the aftercare, the gentle rub, like you're such a good girl. That is straight S tier. Groceries, trying to hide my Lady Rocket. Groceries is a simp for Nurse. If anybody didn't know that, but she is the biggest simp for Nurse. But Groceries is here. I think I should demote her down to D tier. You know, we don't want Groceries to be happy about it. All right. We're going to go to Mikey next. All right. Understand. Zoop, do you want me to switch scenes or do you want me to put the chat? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I forgot about that. Here we go. Chat is now on screen. I apologize.
Boom. Pro streamer.
Got a big heartbeat in my pants right now. All right, we got Mikey.
Ooh, you want to be an even more pro streamer? Hit that theater mode button. It's in the third from the left on the YouTube.
Here we go.
Boom. All right. Mikey. Let's see
Mikey. It. We get a pickup by the throat. Stares you as you. Oh yeah.
Seemed like a hip grab there.
And then we get a slam to the ground. All right. Good Lord, watches. I don't know what anything else is. All right. So we get a couple steps. We get a pickup by the throat. We get a stare in the eyes. And then we get a yeet to the ground. This feels like an S tier horny Mori to me.
I don't know. I might go A on this.
Only A? What is that? So, like.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm missing the aftercare.
There is no aftercare. That's
or that nurse had. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's fair. There is no aftercare, but sometimes you just need to be thrown around like a rag doll. And the aftercare comes later. The aftercare comes later.
Oh, I'm just not ready for Huntress now that you're talking about being thrown around.
Groceries come and go. Watch this with headphones because my innocent child cannot be corrupted by you. Come on. That's fair. We are an 18+ channel. We can't have them here in this. Respectfully, Paul, I'm going to disagree with you. I think this is an S tier.
You're gonna say S tier. All right.
It's
you have
still
the final say.
It's still a good one. We're going to go to Hagatha now. We get a little bite on the neck.
Oh, man. Oh, and taking out your liver.
And then nomming on it, yeah. So, she eats her liver out Groceries. There's a very strong difference. She's a man-eater. You know what we say in chat? We don't kink shame unless your kink is to be shamed. However, we don't support Vor. I think it's D tier. I think Hag is.
What is Vor for those that may not know?
Vor is the kink of being consumed or consuming someone else.
With or without consent? Is that
no?
Is that part of it?
It's assumedly with consent.
Yep. Okay, I agree on D tier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Queenie's agreeing with the D tier. Yeah. Oh, Tiny's got a B.
Tiny's got a Vor kink.
I need a strong explanation for why you want me to put her in B tier. Groceries, I wouldn't mind being consumed by the mouthful. Go on, Tiny. I need to hear this needs to be a strong argument for Hag to be in B tier. Strong argument. What you got for me?
I don't know, because even though the bite wasn't sexy like a vampire bite,
It was like aggressive.
Lots of teeth.
She was
right.
Like there was nothing even kind of sexy about that bite. You don't have anything?
It's like how hair pulling has to be done specifically.
Right. She was very passionate about it. That's fair, Groceries. Sloppy isn't pretty. She was very passionate about it.
You know what? We could be nice to Tiny and just split the difference and give it a C.
Put it in C? We're in bottom of C. The absolute edge bottom of C tier. And that's only because she was passionate about it. Alright, we got the good doctor up next.
Oh, we got the hands rubbing. Oh, messing with your mind.
Got a fried brain afterwards.
Flipping you over, checking it out. I don't know.
So, I don't know how I feel about this.
I felt like there was a big build-up, and then there was just nothing.
I'm looking to end up in a mess. You're thinking C tier? I might think C tier for Doctor only because he kind of like looks over his work, you know? He's kind of looking down. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I did that too. He's checking it. He's checking out the mess he put you in. But it doesn't feel kinky for the other end.
No.
Some people are into that shock stuff. Yeah, that's when you get hooked up to a car battery by the nipples.
I'm going to start with a 9-volt, okay? Just test my tolerance.
Nope, straight up car battery. They were diving head in. Groceries into shock stuff. You know what? That's fair. Oh, the doc doesn't do it for you, though. All right, grocery has a shock kink. However, doctors is not pleasing her shock kink.
So what was your initial grade thought?
I'm feeling just above hag here. In C tier, we're at the bottom of C, but like just above hag. You know, like he's still it's like he's checking out his mess that he made. You get a little bit of a flip over and the checking it out. It's like the smallest bit kinky.
Yeah, right.
But I'm also not 100 not disagreeing with Vix. Top of D could be a thing. He's not as passionate about it.
You know what? As we go along, and if D tier is too empty, maybe he's just got to shift down there a little bit.
He seems like the type of guy who would ask, so how was it?
Oh, damn groceries. Yeah, that's accurate. Like, was it good for you? And you're like, no.
No, not at all. That is actually just kind of doctor's lore because he just tests things out on people. He's the mad doctor experimenting on people. You know what? I almost want to put him below Hag because you know Hag at least has passion in what she's doing. Well, we'll come back to these ones. They're flip-flopping. We get to the good stuff. We get to Mommy, who unfortunately doesn't have a very exciting Mori.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Oh my god.
It's a pretty brutal Mori, though.
All right, yeah, so, it's pretty brutal. So, and we're just getting more.
Yeah, we kind of get a kick. You know, she kind of stomps you down into the ground. But, like, that's really it. You know, there's not a whole lot with that. I don't know, guys. Unfortunately, I'm just not feeling Mommy's Mori. I feel like
I gotta agree with you.
I feel like it's kind of it's kind of in the same realm as Trapper and Billy, where we get the kick, we get a little bit of like domination assertion, but then like it's just kind of a letdown after that. I'm thinking about putting her above Trapper though, because she's Mommy and she gets that right.
She just gets a +1 because.
What do we think, guys? Feeling like maybe she's the absolute itty bitty bottom of B because she's Huntress.
I think you're pushing it a little.
Ah, fine, back down and C. Fine. I gotta keep my horniness in check. I can't be giving Huntress everything. You know, Huntress should just be S tier, right above Nurse. No help, no hold back. Man, we're going through these, and you know. We're not having a whole lot of horny killers at the moment. It's just been Nurse and Mikey. I hope we can start picking up.
I don't know. Maybe.
What?
Maybe I'm confused about what a Mori is because I swear I saw a Trickster like cinematic that was like he like threw knives at you and he smiled and it was like.
Yep, that's the Mori. We'll get to Tricky. He's a more recent release. So we're doing these in release order. And Trickster was released like 2-ish years ago. And it's a 6-year-old game, so we'll get to him.
I hope Huntress gets an update. She deserves better.
Yeah, I really want them to make, like, and this is just another monetization idea. I would pay for, like, skinned Moris.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that's a great idea. Get Bubba, get a bonk on the head.
Make you forget where you are.
Yeah.
Oh. Then he penetrates you.
Yeah, but it's not. He's kind of hitting it from the back, right? You know, if Huntress could just put her foot on the chest in a domineering way, so you're looking at her before getting the sweet release of Mori. Yeah, If she would hesitate for a second, so she, the first hit hits you in the skull, then she kicks you down, and she leaves her foot for like a second, and then she goes down you.
I don't know, but
then we're talking B.
If we learned anything from Hooked on You, though, Huntress does not hesitate.
That is fair. All right, I feel like Bubba's D tier. I feel like Bubba just didn't do anything. Like, there was nothing. There's, like, I think even below Wraith. I think we're talking bottom of D tier at the moment. Because Wraith, at least, he manhandles you a little bit. He gives you a good drag. But, like, Bubba doesn't do anything. There's no foreplay. He just hits you in the head with a hammer and then chainsaws you, and that's it. It's infinitely.
And we got a couple of D's in chat, so
yeah.
nobody's disagreeing.
Who's got the D's? Picture of D's, please.
Queen and groceries.
I mean, I've never seen their chest, so I can't affirm if they're D's. Moving on, we got Fredward. Rams you back. And rips, yeah. Well, that was incredible.
Yeah.
That was incredibly awful. I think that's even below Bubba. There was just nothing. There was nothing, Kind of stares at you a little bit, stabs you, and that's it. Agreed. Yeah, it's worse than even Bubba. He is hitting it from the back. But, like, it's just nothing. D, it's just straight to kill, and there's no foreplay involved in this Mori. He just rams you in the back, and that's the end of it. However,
if there's one thing I know about Queen, she likes foreplay.
She's like, yeah, we need foreplay, all right? Knife kink, maybe, but, like, that's a very big maybe. Bite the towel, he's going in dry, oh boy. All right, now I do think Pig is going to be a bit higher, all right? Pig's got a decent one. Coming up on Pig now. It's not like the next level thing, but she's standing directly on top of you. Like in this Mori, she is straddling you.
I could see giving this a C maybe.
No, I'm actually feeling B here. Like I'm feeling like
I was gonna say high C, low B.
Tiny. So. We get a good angle. She even has the hesitation, or she's staring down at you as you're terrified. We're getting a little bit of like actual like eye. Should we get an eye locking? Eye locking is good.
She's giving you a chance to have your heart start beating more rapidly.
We're getting 2 C's in chat. I need you to rewatch this and understand that it is at least a B. All right. And then a big slap. I like the straddle. The domineering looking down at you. It's a good looking down. Straddle gets it out of D. I feel like the straddle, the eye contact, the big like slap with a knife. I feel like that's all enough to put it into B.
We'll say low B. How about that?
All right, bottom the absolute bottom of B tier. All right. Yeah, see, Tiny gets it. The straddle and the smacking around. I'm thinking okay, we'll put her absolute bottom of B tier. Your opinion isn't valid, Vix. I refuse.
Don't worry, Cal.
What is the horny command, Jake? But yes, if there's a horny command, do it. All right, we're going to clown. We get some stomping, but it's on the head. It's not good stomping. He takes her finger, sucks on her finger a little bit, but it's like
That's kind of horny. I mean, not for the survivor, but like you can tell Clown's pretty horny.
That's fair. That's fair. She took her masturbation finger. It's horny, but you got to look at it from the Clown's perspective.
Right.
Like the Clown is getting off on this Mori.
That's the thing. Is it's like we're not just talking about groceries is saying
high B, if not A. All right, Clown reminds me of a gross hint. Yeah, honestly, that's his Clown. Just because the 99.9% of the people in the world do not see this as horny, does not mean it's not horny.
If there's one thing I learned about your channel, it's that.
Finger licking that good. But it's not that Kate enjoyed that at all. Kate did not enjoy that Mori. But man, you know that clown was throbbing during that entire thing.
Yeah, like that's in his spank bank.
It's crazy horny, but no one wants it to be. Exactly, Ty. That's what I'm saying. It is crazy horny, but we can't admit. I think I'm putting clown in A tier.
So what if we say S tier is reserved for where it's horny for both sides?
Oh, you know what? I like that.
You cannot get to S tier unless it's also horny for the survivor.
I agree with that. We can kind of shift everything below that, but S tier is reserved for it. Both sides are getting pleased for this.
And for this, it's just clown.
It's just clown. Y'all doing a horny list. I'm here changing wax melts, changing my bedding. All right. Yes, groceries, but please leave it on my hands so I can feel it. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Yep. All right, we're moving on to Spirit next. You're a little ram through the back. And she just goes to town on you. Screams at you a bit.
I kind of like that push, though.
Right? The push was good. She kind of just... She keeps going. So, oh gosh, what is it? She's like a pleasure dom. She just, Adam was finished after the first hit, and then she just keeps going to town.
Oh,
like she doesn't
forced
stop.
Orgasm community.
Yup. Push is good. I like that she gets up in your business. The bit of screaming, I think I'm not here for.
Top of B.
How am I only 106% horny? Unacceptable. Thinking top of B. I feel like top of B is a pretty good spot.
Do we have anybody arguing in chat for or against that?
I mean, Grocery seems to be pretty into this one. Yeah. Grocery likes the push and the screaming. If she flipped that boy like a bitch, you're gonna enjoy what I'm giving you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, that sounds pretty horny to me.
I feel like every other tier list we've put Spirit as the actual sub, but this Mori makes me feel like she's the dom, though, She's like, you're gonna take it.
Redeeming herself.
All right, let's get to the Legion. Oh, misses. Ooh. Just gets on top of you.
Oh, makes you think you can get away.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're getting a little bit of actual topping you, because man, he not only straddling you, was in position for it and everything. Same vibes as Spirit, the tease, yeah. Gives you.
I don't think it's quite as good as Spirit though.
Oh, Queen's
saying S.
Queen, that's. I'm gonna need an argument for S tier because I'm only feeling B. I'm only feeling he's your other. Can we get a replay? Sure, we'll give you a replay, Tiny. Ooh, a little too far. Get a little bit of whiff. Stab in the arm. Drags you back. We like the drag back here. It's the pulling as you try to escape the dominance. It's not quite the same as Wraith's pullback, whereas it seems all nonchalant. He's getting down on you. He's getting the stab, and he's yanking you back.
He's hungry for it.
He's hungry for it. The man handling the straddle
as well.
Yeah, Tiny's saying A. I feel like the more I watch it, the more I want it. All right. So guys, if we are talking A, we need to discuss whether or not both sides want this, and we think it's S. Because I maybe. I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking it's quite horny enough. I feel like it's, if we gotta pair it against nurses and Mikey's, is it really that caliber?
I would say it would be bottom of S tier, but then if I think of bottom of S tier and I think of Clown's Mori,
Vix wants
Clown's Mori is just way hornier.
Vix wants it one more time. We all apparently getting a whole lot of Legion Mori today. A
yeah,
does
I was gonna
feel
say
it.
this is the only one we've done 3 times.
Yeah, I'm feeling you too, Groceries. I'm feeling A tier for Legion Mori.
I think we're just being brats and not giving Queen and Kel what they want.
Well, so I feel like it is a horny for both sides, but it's not quite like. It's still, I don't feel like it's caliber equal to like Nurse and Mikey. I don't even think it's like close. I feel like they're really clutching the top right now. Feels a little CNC to me. I mean, to be fair, you kind of have to imagine CNC for every single Mori for getting into it. Like, I feel like nobody really wants to be murdered.
Queen says she'll accept a low S.
Ooh, I don't
She
know.
drives a hard bargain.
I will agree to Legion being above Clown in A tier.
So, do you want to describe what CNC is for viewers that do not know?
CNC, it's a touchy one, but CNC basically stands for consensual non-consent. So, yeah. I don't want to dig too much into it because I know that's a sensitive point for a lot of people, and I don't want to trigger any red flags here in the community or in any YouTube videos. But it's a touchy one. I'd put him in S at that point. If Legion could crawl on top just a little longer, get up here, do. I mean, come on, girl. She's not. We're just putting a whole wish list together of a Mori.
Right? Yeah, we're redesigning it.
I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for your suggestion. I'm just saying. I'm here for your suggestion. Oh, all right. Should I put this one up to a poll? I'll put this one up to a poll. There's a lot of discussion over this one.
You got to make a channel point redeemable too, because then. No, you're not. Your vote is your vote.
Your vote is your vote. The end. All right. Give me your. We putting Legion S or A tier? I got the poll up running right now. Ooh, we're tied at 2-2.
Dead tie.
Come on, people. I got 10 viewers, only 4 votes. Let's get some more votes in here. If it's a tie, I'm going to go with my suggestion.
Yep.
Grocery says she's satisfied. Oh, another vote for A. It looks like we're really
looking good for you, Queen.
Four to 2. I think
that's the death knell right there.
Yep.
Oh no.
The Whisper would make it so much. Yep, it's an A tier. It's only an A tier Mori. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to Vami Mommy. Ooh, we get a big smack.
She's reciting some shit. Ooh, there's some incense going on.
Mm-hmm.
She's clutching you. Oh, I'm not here for the vomiting though.
I mean, so it's like we're here for everything. You know, we get the smack onto the ground, kind of like the standing above you, like staring down you, kind of bragging about it. She praises the victim, and then she picks her up, like manhandles her, and then vomit. Right.
All right. I think S tier is non-debatable.
It's really the vomit that ruins it, though. Like, yeah, if it was spit, right, Queen? If she was just spitting on you, we could talk about something different. So we are, but it's not spit. That's the problem, Lulu. It's not spit.
But it's not spit.
It's vomit. Like, I feel like I want to put Vami Mommy in S tier. I want to. She did everything right. And then she throws up on you. I feel like it's B tier.
No, you know what? What if it's pleasurable up until that point, and then you die? I think that could be S tier.
2 girls, 1 cup. We do not speak about that here.
This is an 18+ channel, not a quadruple X channel.
I want to hear some arguments from the chat on why I should go higher than B. Because I feel like she does everything right and then vomit. When it comes to monster fucking, you compromise.
I think that's
an argument that's an argument that'll put me to A tier.
Okay, if you're putting her in A tier, though, I have to say that she is higher than Clown, at least, and higher than Legion.
Vomit
Queen
is
says
a king.
No. Queen wants to fight that.
You have to assume lower. Okay, no, she says lower than Legion, though. Is it actually vomit or like bees? Bees! And you always find yourself into something that you didn't expect to be. It is definitely better than some
Learning a lot about Tiny today.
I would agree that we can put Plague as the top of A tier. In the spirit of she did almost everything right. They're into it. You think the survivors are into it, Vix? It's like the monster version of semen. Oh my god, yeah, she's infecting you.
I didn't know semen infected people.
No, we know what it is. It's definitely vomit. It's definitely vomit. She is a human. She's just an undead. She's a zombie. She used, like... Actually, I don't even know if she's technically dead. I actually don't think Plague is dead. I'm pretty sure Plague is a living being that's cursed with this sickness. Infected, impregnated, it's like the same thing, right? I mean, yeah, she's obviously distorted in some way. Oh, we can all agree that children are the infected. Yeah, they're the... Oh. Are you guys... Are we gonna...
Vix.
We're putting Vommy Mommy in S tier. And I've read a book where the MMs...
I actually read a book, okay?
Came whenever his partner wished for. Oh my... Yes, we know about that book where the semen was whatever they wanted. We want to see it one more time? Alright, Dookie, we'll show it one more time.
Roll the tape. I don't know. It was pretty damn horny up until the vomit.
Alright, here we go. Flips you over. Prays for you. Oh wait, we missed a very important fact here. She wraps that chain around your neck.
That's pretty horny, dude.
It's not the front, it's not choking you, but she picks you up by a chain. It's not choking, Vix, it's around the back.
But it could still cut off blood circulation.
I don't know how I missed that. Oh, and then she, like, gives you a good disrespect slap.
Yeah, this is S tier.
You know what?
Dude.
All right,
I think you've been overruled.
The second watch through, I'm agreeing that it's S tier. Sets the mood, praises you, pulls you with a leash, tells you you're a good girl, then spits in your face. All right,
Which puts Legion back in the top of A tier. You're welcome, Queen.
Do we think she's hornier than Nurse or Mikey, though?
I would say hornier than Mikey. Grocery says no.
All right, I might be in agreement with Paul that maybe hornier than Mikey, but
Do we have to go back and watch Mikey real quick?
I don't think hornier than Nurse. After previous review, hornier than Mike, yeah. Yeah, Panda isn't here. We don't have to disappoint Panda. I am willing to put her above Mikey, but we're not above Nurse. I feel like Nurse just is, Nurse is super horny.
All right.
Cal,
this
we're
is
not at
Queen's
Ghostface
favorite
yet.
now.
We're
not there yet. We're not there yet.
If you and Queenie do not settle down, we'll do Ghostface last, and I'll put him in D tier.
Ooh,
We are going in order.
That doesn't sound very lawful, Daddy.
Maybe I'm chaotic daddy now. All right. We're moving on to Ghostface, Queenie. Are you ready?
Oh, man. Oh,
I
he's taking
mean,
a picture with ya.
do I really need to say anything? Can we watch it 3 times? Like, he straight up just straddles you, like, butt down. Like, there's no crouching, there's no squatting. He sits on you. Gives you a nice back massage. And then takes a picture of your pleased face.
Like he wants to remember this moment with you.
Oh, Dookie's saying C. I think I agree with Dookie. Yeah, right, Dookie? Bottom of C, right? Dookie makes some good valid points. Yep, yes. Dookie makes some very valid points that are pretty inarguable, you know? All right. We all know what
TikTok.
What TikTok are you talking about?
I don't know the TikTok.
All right, Tiny is saying hornier than Mikey, but not as
I would say hornier than
but
Mikey.
not more than Vommy.
I would agree with that assessment.
What do we think about this, chat? Do we think Tiny is right here? If you post it on my Discord, Lulu, I'll play the TikTok. You know, even Queen thinks this is the proper placement. She realized that, you know, Daddy Ghostface isn't top of S.
But he's in S.
He is in S, though. Acceptable? No, but he is S? Oh, okay. She doesn't agree that he isn't the tippity top of S. I think this is a good spot for him. I think this is a good spot. All right, we got the Demogussie next. What do we got from the pupper?
Yeah, what's the puppy gonna do? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know, so he.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you know, kind of.
He envelops you.
Dem goes in last. No, Dem doesn't go in last. So, and like, he leaps on you. You know, we get like the kind of like that primal kink. You know, you know, eats your head. We know whatever. We can just ignore that. But then like, let's look at
the head is still there.
Let's look at like the
there. Your head is not eaten.
I think what's important about this one is you got to notice like the last 2 seconds of this Mori, where he puts his hand on your head and like claims you. You see, we get like a primal like this is mine. Dem is like when a woman climbs on top and it drags her cooter all over your face and she wipes your face clean. Dookie says B for Demo, and I think I'm actually in agreement that Demo is a B tier horniness. I think.
But where in the B tier?
I think below Piggy. No, I actually think above Piggy, below Spirit.
That seems right to me.
Like we get the primal kink here. It's a bit more than just like, you know, the straddle and the eye lock that Piggy gives you. But it's not quite as much as like the forced orgasms that you know Spirit gives you. Primal Monster King puts it in B. That's yep. Demo's B tier. We got a B tier horny. All right, we got the Bonk Master himself coming up next.
Don't get too excited, too.
We got Big Daddy Bonk Master. All right. Pins you down to the ground. Ripping out the tongue is a little much, I think, though. And he gives you a good beating. He puts his back into that beating. I'm just saying that.
And you know he's not going to ask you if it was good for you because you can't respond.
He also knows it was good for you. I feel like he's the guy that doesn't ask because he knows. Tongue is important for head. He doesn't want it. I'm thinking actually Oni is top of A. C for the bat being a phallic symbol. I feel like that's even better. I feel like he pins you to the ground, albeit with a sword, you know, and then he puts his back into that beating. He is.
Tiny's fighting back.
Ooh, you don't think top of A. Cal's thinking top of B. What's putting it off of A?
You think Clown is hornier than Oni, Cal, is what you're saying. Clown is hornier than Oni?
So what do we got here? Why only B and not A? Because you think he's not. We know what you think about Oni groceries, okay? We know what you think. Because he pins with a sword, but what were your words, Tiny? You have to compromise when it comes to monster fucking?
Yeah.
You got to compromise, and Oni is an actual monster? Like, you are pinned to the ground, though. I do think Oni feels more horny, but I don't think it feels A.
But remember, Tiny, the first 4 tiers don't have to be that horny for you. It seems kind of horny for Oni.
All right. So what do you think he's in B? Or do you think he's just not top of A? Get me on my demon time. Like, do we just...
Based on what Kel said, I could say bottom of A, but I don't think it could be in B. I just don't.
Like, I could maybe budge on Legion being more horny than this. No, I still think B or bottom A. Just not top of A. What if we just scooch him below Legion? Do we think Legion is hornier than Oni's?
You know, I could say that Legion's is hornier than Oni's.
I get it, groceries. You are below Clown. See, I think Clown is only bottom of A because it's
really likes that finger sucking.
Because only he's getting off. So like Legion, we put in A because like maybe both people were getting off, but it wasn't quite to the level that like, you know, the S tiers were. All right, Vix, we'll do it again. We'll do Legion's one time. Pins you to the ground. The tongue ripping is questionable. But then he is... I'm just saying, he puts his back into that beating. You getting Rihanna vibes? Dude.
You know what? I think that's a bonk for groceries.
That's an actual bonk, and that's a bonk from Chris Brown, actually. You do like a good SmackDown. I feel like we can make the argument that maybe Oni is bottom of A. I don't think he's B, though. But I think he's above Clown.
Daddy Zoop has spoken.
I think this is where we're going to put Oni. We can agree that Legion's maybe hornier, but I think he belongs in A tier. All right. We're going to move on to Death Slinger. You're going to stomp down, picks you up, deep throats you, pushes you over. I think that was pretty horny.
I don't know. I feel like we're being fooled by the animation a little bit. This is higher quality than, say, Huntress's. But is it really that horny?
He deep throats you.
Yeah, but not with his dick.
I could maybe see that he's maybe just top of C. If I could get speared behind so hard it came out of my mouth, that'd be good. Ever played with toy? That's a toy. I'm actually thinking we put him above Demo, below Spirit, and B tier.
All right, Vixen Groceries, you make excellent points.
Like you get a good manhandling. You get some tossing on the ground. He uses toys on you. That's a good upside. But maybe
I don't
it's
know.
not quite like.
I think it's lower than Demogorgon.
You think it's lower than Demogorgon? That's fair. Demogorgon gives you.
Demogorgon actually envelops you. I mean,
This is
that's
true. I can agree here. We go above Piggy, below the Demogussie. It's a pretty horny one. What do we think, Chad? We think this is a good spot for Slinger? I've also like to notice that like a lot of the older killers, as we have done more and more, we keep getting more in the upper tiers. I think Behavior realized that people want horny moris, and look at how all the oldest killers are in the lower tiers, and then we keep filling up with the higher tiers and the more new killers that come out. All right, what about Mr. Cake himself, Mr. Booty Cheeks?
all right. As chat may know, I have some history here with Pyramid Head, but we'll try not to let that cloud my judgment.
I mean, I feel like this one is very horny. He picks you up by the neck. He's into bondage. We get the wrappings around you, and like and then he's pleasing you while you're all tied up and everything. I feel like this is a pretty horny Mori. Groceries is extra horny today because I feel like over half of these she's like, yes, me, do that to me, please. Top of
and
A.
I think Queen has left chat, so if we put it in top of A, she might not notice.
It's been a minute. I might even agree with top of A. I might think we put him above Legion, top of A. That was a pretty horny Mori. It's hard to argue with that one.
I like the symmetry of it. He like stabbed you one side, stabbed you the other side.
Tiny thinks so too? Oh, are you going to say S tier groceries?
No groceries. Don't say it, groceries. Don't push.
She said it. She did say it.
Debate it.
Oh, no, Queen's here. She's like, S!
Queen.
I could be swayed that maybe Pyramid Head is S. I could be swayed to it.
I could see the person experiencing it, enjoying it.
No, Tiny's got issues with the S tier.
Like
Tiny's got issues with S tier. And he does give you the stare down, With what eyes, groceries? What eyes is he staring you down with? He ain't got no eyes. Is it even a helmet? I don't actually know the lore of Silent Hill.
I don't think it's a helmet. I think it's like completely obscure.
It's just his head. How does he see? All right. I want to say that's because I'm feeling like it's much hornier than Legion, so now I'm thinking that Legion is just too high. Echolocation? It's echolocation, but for sins. Like,
Well, so how does he hear, though? I don't think he's like Daredevil.
No, so his entire head is like a bell, where it rings. He senses vibes. I was sorting my sleepy child who fell asleep, so I woke her up for a bath and did her hair. Okay. Pyramid is high for suspension play. You know what? I feel like we can put Pyramid Head in S tier. I don't think he's above Mikey,
what?
though.
I think we've been swayed.
I have been swayed. He's got big muscles. Maybe I could put him above Mikey. Mikey's is very horny, but Mikey is pretty simplistic about it. A choke, a slam, but Pyramid does very similar things, and he ties you up while he does it.
Yeah, he brought props. I mean, he came prepared.
I'd die to be penetrated while suspended. Because it doesn't feel A tier to me, the gap between the two makes me think that it should be. Ooh. You know what? We'll do it when at the end of tier list. I always ask if we have any arguments. We'll come back and talk about Legion maybe at the end again. For now, we'll just drop them to bottom of A and we'll come back to it. But I think Pyramid Head is I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Pyramid Head above Mikey. You know what?
This might be your longest horny tier list.
I might put him above Ghostface, Queenie.
You actually?
I think so. Queen has come in to vocally argue with me, but no. We're putting Pyramid
How
Head.
did Legion get to the bottom of A?
We're gonna rediscuss Legion later.
Oh, Queen's giving a voice chat to fight.
Right.
No, we're kicking her out. Get out of here. This is our guy time.
Goodness. I was actually excited to hear what she had to say, but you're like, no.
No, she's arguing for all the wrong reasons. She doesn't have. It's her bias. All right.
She's coming back. She's in the lobby.
I was happy with him being lower than Pyramid. No. We'll come back. We'll come back to Legion to talk about him later. Moving on. Oh, that's right. He has a mini Mori. We're not looking at caring about mini Moris. All right, Blight. Oh, a little bit of choking action. I'm not feeling the injection though. He does give you a big bonk. We get a little bit of chokey, a little bit of impact play.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the injection.
Yeah, I see Vixen Tiny Mall's feelings kind of meh. We get a little bit of it. Like, it's not just like boring, like, you know, trappers and stuff like that. Vixen maybe C. Groceries on the B train. I feel like it is kind of tame. I feel like maybe it's just. I feel like it's below Huntress. Non-gentle choke, one slap, yeah. Needle play is cool, but overall meh. I'd call him, but I would be daydreaming about this guy. I pretend to die to get out of it. I think we're here. You know, he tries harder than these other guys do. But, like, he doesn't give off the same vibes as, like, Mommy does. It's a little choke, a one bonk, and we're done with it. I'm not really feeling it, you know? Inexperienced. Alright, we're going to move on to Twins. I don't think there's a whole lot to discuss about Blade. It's a pretty boring one, as far as horniness goes.
I don't know if I'm ready for these 8 baby hands.
No, that's Dredge. Twins is just 2 baby hands.
2 baby hands.
A little bit of bonking. Twins comes out and just beats you up. He gives you a nom.
Oh, and then the baby comes out.
She has 2 Moris, but the other one is just without Victor.
You know, I don't think I consented to the threesome.
This is not the threesome I would even order. I feel like this is D tier. This is straight D tier. I don't need the zombie goblin involved in my sexual fantasies. Charlotte doesn't even try. Like, I feel like this is straight bottom of D tier. This might be the least horny Mori. It's like you get invited for the 3-way and Mommy's just sitting in the corner watching. So we should get agreed and disagreed emotes as soon as Dookie will make them. I think this is actually the least horniest Mori in the game. We don't even discuss anymore. We're gonna move on to Tricky. Paul's been waiting for Tricky.
I mean, this is the one that I know, so.
Vix has also been waiting for Tricky because he's also a simp for Tricky. Here we go. Fun fact, Trickster has the longest Mori in the game. You know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it.
I hear you, but so this is what I want to say about
there is
that.
showmanship involved.
I think this goes back to our S versus A category. I don't know how pleasurable this is for the person experiencing it, but you know Trickster is having a fucking good time.
This could be a clown situation.
Right.
You know, but I think it's... Should we actually maybe move Clown down to B and put Trickster by him in B? Like, is it horny for the killer? But it's horny for the killer in a very niche way. Like, it's exhibitionism. It's, you know, he's playing it off, like, but like, and he's getting off to it, but it's very selfishly getting off to it. He is very horny. So yeah, Dookie, I'm definitely thinking he's in the clown area, but now I'm actually debating if that area actually belongs in B tier.
I don't know. We're watering down the A tier then, or well, no, we're diluting it.
Lulu saying high B. All right, we'll put him in high B and we'll rediscuss Clown and Legion later because I know those are the ones we need to rediscuss. B, yeah, it looks like Vic says A and up needs survivor satisfaction. I think so too. All right, we don't need any more discussion. I think we'll put him here for now. We'll put Clown down next to him at least. No, Queen, there's just it's just there's no like both ways here. Like it's just yeah, we're putting them here. We're putting them here. Are we moving on to do it? We're going to the Namusi next. Alright, he picks you up, slams you, gives you a good dominating stomp, really rubs it in. Ooh, we're gonna back up a little bit, actually. Nemesis seems pretty horny. That is the foot stomp that Huntress needed, to be honest. So, like, Nemesis is like the tippity top of domination. Like, he picks you up, dude slams you. Cal, how is Oni above Trickster? Because Oni is actually getting involved in the play. Nemi above Oni. It's the choke. He doesn't choke, though. He just he palms your face. Let's rewatch Nemesis. Let's rewatch this one more time. Oh, need to back up a little bit more. Okay. See, he just palms your face. And like the tentacles don't even go around her neck. You see they go around her shoulders.
And face.
And face, yeah. No, I don't even think because I think he just palms her face.
I think it goes around the face.
Then we get a slam. The slam, it's
on
a good
the other side of the angle.
We got a good slam. And a good dominating like stomp. If you're rating just the tentacle, maybe. I don't know. It's the pickup, it's the slam, and it's the stomp for me. I think even if you remove the tentacle from this equation, that's at least a B. Maybe an A, actually. It's the, yeah, right, gross. It's the combo of everything that's going on here, and then the fact you throw a tentacle into the mix. B at best? Really? Only a B? I feel like that's just feels wrong to me, you know?
No,
Can we rate on what the tentacle
we're only
could
rating
do?
on what's in the Mori.
Nope, only what's happening. I feel like he's A, but below Oni.
I don't know. I think your bias is showing now because I think he's above Oni.
No, I don't think so. I think Oni does so much more. Compare it with the others on the list below Trickster, but Trickster doesn't give you anything. That's the issue with Trickster.
Tiny, do you think Zoop is being biased right now?
I think the benefit of Oni's dominating is he's also using a toy with it. See, Tiny agrees with me. Bottom of A.
All right.
Not
all
above
right,
Oni.
All right.
Do I have bias for Daddy Oni? I mean, just Oni? Yes. What is Trickster only gives exhibitionism, but there's like really he doesn't really interact with the survivor. Like he's not really given anything to the survivor. I like Trickster's horny, but he's not giving it both. Trickster slings dick. I said if A it's bottom, didn't agree with. Oh, you don't actually agree with A? Let me look back. You don't agree with A, huh? You know what? I'll put a poll up for this one. We'll get a poll going for this one. This one seems like it could be.
B.5.
We're talking A and B. I don't think Oni is C. I don't think he's S. Yes, he does. Cal and I will not hear anything of it. You're just incorrect on that one. So we're going to argue Oni is either top of B or bottom of A. We got a 50-50 split here. That actually might be all the active viewers too. This is a tough one. All right. What do we got else in here? Just reading back the comments. All right. We got a tie. I want Lulu to give me her best argument for B. Oh, actually, B takes over? All right, you know what? Fine. I'll respect it. I don't agree with you guys, but I'll respect it. But it's top of B.
Queen wants to come back now.
No, this is Paul and my time. Fine. I don't agree with it, but fine. We're going to Cenobite next. The sex demon.
I have such sights to show you.
I feel like that's fairly horny, actually. We get chains. We get chaining you to an object. And he takes you to his sex dungeon. We got a lot of S's in chat. I don't like this, but I can politely say A.
But I can politely say A.
Dookie, it is not a sex realm you want to go to. That's all I'm saying. It's not a sex realm you go to. He spreads the limbs. Chains and whips excite me. That's right. Are we thinking S then? What do you think, Paul? Are we thinking S or are we thinking A? I feel like it's up there. He's utilizing chains. What do you think?
I'm struggling. I feel like A. Yeah,
you feel like only A. Pulls her legs open, arms can't fight back.
You know what? No, you know what? I'm wrong. Let's roll the tape one more time. I think it's S.
All right, we'll roll the tape one more time.
Let's see it one more time.
Oop.
Because I mean that stretch out. You're right.
I have such sights to show you.
I mean, he's got your arms out. He's got your legs out.
His belly button exposure kills your mood. See, this is a good point. He's also just in a sexy dominating outfit. Like he's like all ready to get into it. Like, should we include the fact that the Cenobite's outfit is kind of like already maybe here for it.
I have such sights to show you.
No, it's not really though. Like, I haven't seen Hellraiser before, and I understand. He's not torturing you to make you feel good.
So then that might leave him an A tier then at that point. But if you feel good, even though he's not trying to make you feel good,
Like,
I don't know. This is a tough one.
Actually, we gotta push
this might
lore
be a
out.
poll again.
We gotta push lore out a little bit, because that's not right. That's not. We gotta use
True.
only by what the Mori animation has given us. We did that for
Good
basically
point.
everybody else.
I think this is S tier then. Tidgery, I'm sorry.
No, Dookie, that means we're agreeing with you. We're agreeing that we're putting him in S tier potentially.
Kel is saying S. Queen, do you have anything to say about this? In chat, not in voice.
So everyone's saying either S or at least the top of A above Oni. S tier? All right. I think so. But I said about ugly, but I would enjoy that more. I think he's bottom of S though. Maybe above Mikey. Like, I could maybe see this argument. I don't think he's above Ghostface, but maybe above Mikey.
I feel good about that placement.
Because I feel like Mikey is an S tier because he is like a peak horny Mori, but it's still a very simple, like, horniness. Like, it's like, we're not bringing in toys, we're not bringing all this other stuff. It's a good horny Mori. Oh, Tiny might be saying only A for Mikey. All right, we'll come back to those discussions.
We might have to go back later, yeah.
Keep a note, guys. We're going to rediscuss Legion and Mikey, but we'll come back to those. Come to Artist.
Oh,
I actually feel like this is incredibly unhorny.
What? Oh, man. I was feeling all sorts of stirrings in my loins.
About what? I feel like the only real thing she does, she kind of pounces on you. But, like, that's it. Like,
oh, man. Chat's totally disagreeing with me.
Yeah. Cal says bottom of B, which I disagree with. Dookie B, too? Why? What is horny about this? All right, we got groceries missed it. We'll do artist one more time. Ooh woo. We do get a good pounce.
And I think the holding back, like the not going right away.
The clam slam from groceries. Like, I feel like that's it though. It's we get a good pounce.
And then I get a sky burial. I get birds eating me. I don't know.
Hey, you know, she manhandles your face a little bit. I feel like maybe I can agree with the C tiers. I think I'm in.
But you just will not budge to B, huh?
No, I definitely don't think B. Put her with Pig.
If she's C though, she's bigger than Huntress.
Whoa there.
I mean, don't
See,
make
Vic
make
says
you play
bottom
Huntress
of C.
again.
See, I feel like we've had a lot of even arguments for D. I feel like putting her at the top of C is probably not right. No, C above Blight.
All right.
You think above Blight?
It wouldn't be a horny tier list Tuesday if I didn't have a take that everyone hated.
Above Blight. We're still thinking above Blight? I don't know. Blight gives you a choke and a bonk at least. Like, is that really hornier than... Is Artist really Pounce hornier than the choke and the bonk? I could be swayed. What bonk does she give you? Groceries. I think it is, and I'm straight. All right. I think we've had enough people. Like, yeah, okay, we'll put him above Blight. It's the clam slam. All right, fine.
I mean, who doesn't love a good clam slam?
We're moving on to Oreo.
Ooh. Oh.
I feel like Oreos is also decidedly not horny.
See, you're just not into that telepathic stuff, man. Like, you want to be touched. I don't know. I kind of like the pleasure without interaction sort of thing. That's interesting to me.
No, I'm pretty sure in the newest Ringu movie she is actually an adult. Yeah, not even a pounce. There's no like. Yeah, I think touch is important, but like she doesn't do anything like that would even be pleasurable. Like she looks at you, and it's not even eye contact.
I don't know. Have you ever had your leg broken? It gives you an instant boner. I'm telling you. I'm just kidding. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, I think, I think, I said Twins was the least horny Mori, but man, it's really close between Onryo and Twins as the least horny Mori. Groceries, your opinion on this one is entirely incorrect. Like, I'm not gonna even hear this. It's entirely incorrect. Lord! Groceries, what the hell? All right, I don't even want to discuss who's Mori's least horny between Twins and Onryo. They're both bottom of the horny tier. Like it's down. All right, we're gonna talk about the Dragusty next, and this is the 8 baby hands, Paul. Oh, this is her mini Mori. She has a mini Mori. We're not talking about mini Moris. Trips you up. Give you a little manhandling, a little knife, a little punk fetish play.
Dragging you in. More baby hands.
We get a little bit of manhandling. But like, it's just a little bit of manhandling. A little bit of knife play.
I think it's more of a shadow vagina.
Of course, there's like a lot of manhandling. I feel like Dredge. I really wanted this to be hornier than it is, right? I feel like
yeah,
Dredge is maybe top of C because you get some good manhandling, but maybe below Huntress. But like maybe it's not. It doesn't feel like the manhandling doesn't feel horny. Is the answer? Is the issue?
Yeah, it feels aggressive, but it doesn't feel.
I will watch one more time.
Passionate.
I mean, I see your point, Groceries. I do see your point, actually. I think I'm vibing with your point a little bit. Don't even think Dredge gets off to this. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Groceries? He's very directional. Leave him where see, I am still in Kel's opinion here, where we leave him where he is. But I am curious about Grocery's sex-deprived mind and why she is thinking this. Like I get Grocery's opinion, but I don't think it's anywhere higher than this. I think there's a lot of potential, but it just did not meet the potential.
Yeah, and we're not grading on potential here.
Fix. I mean, I love being told to get down as much as the next guy. All right, Grocery's comfortable with the placement. All right. Now we get the real daddy of the game. However, I don't think it's super horny.
Let's finish this.
I mean, actually, though.
I do like that there's survivor involvement.
Actually, though.
So, and you get tentacles in your mouth?
Right, we get You know, he believes in the consensual kind of like beating. Like he likes to get hit too. You know, the smile after he gets punched. You know he liked that. And then he gives you a good retaliation, picks you up, slams you. We get a good slam. We love a good slam here. And then tentacle play. They went in through your back, Vix. A for mouth tentacles. Should we watch this one more time? We're gonna watch this one more time. This is probably my favorite Mori.
A for mouth tentacles.
Let's finish this.
I mean, I think just the fact that it's the first time a survivor has gotten involved.
Your butt is part of your back. Oh my god, the tentacles straight go through all through your butt, go all through your intestines, through your stomach, up to your esophagus, all through your mouth. Cal says above
I think the small
Mikey.
intestine is like 100 and something feet, isn't it? That's a lot.
Play it back 8.25 times. Watch it in slow-mo. I'm gonna need to clean up on aisle 7. Do we think he's above Mikey? You know, I know we said we were going to save it till the end, but I think we have put enough people above Mikey that I feel like I'm just going to move Mikey down to A. Yeah.
Oh.
We've said it enough times where we just keep putting people above Mikey. I think he needs to move down. We can have a little bit of discussion afterwards. Mikey's like your first rodeo in BDSM, yeah. All right, so we'll put him down here. Do we think Wesker belongs in S? Or do we think he's just above Mikey in A?
I think he belongs in S.
Grocery says I agree with S. Paul thinks also S. Either A, best in A or worse in S. I think we've had enough discussion. I think he belongs in S. I think our SA line should be reevaluated at the end. Yeah, we'll talk about it again at the end. All right, let's just try to we'll cram out this last one, and then we'll rediscuss maybe some of our lines. We got Knight.
Oh, it's a gangbang.
Yeah, we get a good gangbang here, but like... What do we think, guys? So we get, you know, we get a little stab from the guy. We get heat play from the Warden. Carnifex, you know, manhandles you a little bit, and then Knight comes in to finish you off. We get a solid gangbang. We get a little bit of everything from each of our partners here. I feel like Knight could be A. I don't think S, Tiny.
Yeah, I think A.
I don't feel like any one action was particularly sexy, but the fact that it was like straight up a gangbang, like, and there were unique members in the gangbang, each treating you differently. It definitely does feel like a quantity over a quality kind of moment, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel... I don't appreciate the idea of being passed around enough.
Whoa,
that's what I'm saying. I do think it's still A. But, like, no one of them was doing anything, like, overly sexy. So the real sexiness is the idea of being passed around. I think we could put him at the top of A. I think once again we have passed over Mikey as he keeps getting pushed down further and further. I feel like this is a strong placement for him. This is a split one.
But I really thought at the beginning of this we'd have way too many D and C tier, but it's just like every other horny tier list, it's kind of balanced itself out over time.
Right, Lulu, and I am incorporating that in my idea. I feel like the passing around is the sexy bit of this Mori. However, I just don't think any single member was doing anything overly sexy. Except for maybe the heat play. But, like, the assassin didn't really do anything. The Carnifex didn't really do anything. Okay, we want to replay? Okay, we'll get a replay. Alright. What do we think about after the replay?
Torture orgy.
Like, do I think this is hornier than Wesker? I don't think so. I don't think it's hornier than Cenobite or Ghostface. Like, I feel like there were enthusiastic giggles on the behalf of the jailer, but that was the only enthusiastic giggles, and that was one of the 4. Oh, I asked for a replay immediately. My phone cut and won't load the stream. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiny. All right, this one has a lot of discussion. I'll put this one up for one more poll. One more poll. This is arguing for bottom of S or top of A. Bottom of S, top or A? Top of A. His boys are priming the throat for the throat goat night. Frost coming in at the last second to tell us that he loves to be a night simp. We're assuming the actions that are being done could be enjoyable. I wasn't taking the fact that Vito was obviously not enjoying being murdered. We're assuming the fact that each action could be enjoyable and could be horny. All right, I think that's a pretty solid win on A. All right, before we end, last minute discussions.
People have spoken.
Last minute discussions. Is Legion actually a B tier? Or do we remain? You know what, Queenie, come on in. You can defend your Legion. No, I said only one of the knights were giggling. Of the 4 killers that were involved in that, only the jailer giggled. The Carnifex, the assassin, and knight didn't actually like have any like vocal input. It was just the jailer. Besides Plague. You think we have too much in A? Hey, it's Sunny Wit. Welcome on in. We're doing our horny tier list right now. We're talking about the horniest Moris.
Tiny.
You think we have too much?
Legion has to stay A.
Well, what's your opinion on Legion? Give it to me real quick. What do you got?
He has to stay in A.
Yes. Okay, we'll keep him in A. We'll keep him bottom of A. I think Tiny also said Legion is A. We only have 4 people in A, and S is a little full, but it's still less full than both B and C. All right, Tiny. If you were to remove somebody from S and put them somewhere, where would you put them? You think Plague goes to A? Plague is the second place in S. Feel like Legion's higher than Oni? I don't agree.
Queen, you're in voice chat now. Why are you?
No, we put Pyramid Head in S because there's bondage involved. There was some good bondage involved with Pyramid Head.
I think Nemi could be pushed up into A. And that would balance things out against S a little bit more.
You think Nemi can be pushed into A? Plague is a lot more involved. You think Ghosty is too high?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
You're going to piss off the queen.
Tommy Tiny, do you think Ghosty belongs in A tier?
Ghosty's F. Just for the
Or
hair pull
L.
and the selfie.
I actually, and this was kind of an appeasement, I feel like Ghosty does actually belong in A. It's hot, but like boring. That's fair. It's kind of, see, does Ghostface actually kind of fit in the same realm that Mikey does?
Mikey?
Oh
Trust
no,
you
it's not 18
stairs.
plus anymore.
Trust you calm down as I take my headphones out.
I want to bump
Give
you
me
out
a
real quick.
second.
Yeah,
So I think if
you know,
you moved Ghost into S or into A tier and move Nemi into A tier, just for a second, just to see what it looks like.
like this. What do we think about
But
this
then if you
list,
put-
guys?
See, then S tier isn't, overly saturated.
Oh, you never had your hair pulled? Hang on. That's what Ghosty says. I feel like I could agree with this. You don't think... Did you put it in the Discord?
They did put it in the
that
Discord.
one. That one, yeah. I have seen that TikTok. That's the one you mean. Yeah, I've seen that one. I have seen that one. I mean, but that's not the Mori. That's not the Mori we're working with. Don't actually, I actually agree. I think Nemi should say top of B. But yeah, it's like, to be
Well,
fair,
I think Clown might have to be moved back into A then.
No, I think Clown and Tricky belong
No,
in B
you think
as
it's good in B?
being horny just for themselves and like they're not caring about their partner kind of a thing. It's sure, the TikTok is made in a way is designed to be sexy. Like the way that it is recorded gives it the extra edge. The way Ghostface does it is a little less. I feel like he belongs with Mikey, where it's sexy, but it's a little boring. But it's really sexy. It's just not flashy sexy. You can keep saying it, Kel, but we had a lot of very strong opinions to keep Plague at second place. Does anybody agree with Cal? Let me hear it. This will be our last argument, then I should really be done. We should get back to playing some games.
As per usual, I don't agree with Cal.
Queenie, you're not getting their wish on that one. Oni's higher than Legion. But angry sex is still a good thing, Sunny Wit. It could still be a good thing. And I think we talked about that one being like forced orgasm because she keeps going to town even after you're dead. She only said that because she's half naked. Plague does so much for you though.
That's not why, Cal.
She flips you over. She gives a little bit of praise. She picks you up by her chain. She does vomit in your face, which is kind of... But we can imagine it's spit, right? Like Tiny said, we have to compromise when it comes to monster fucking. That's our... you gotta compromise when it comes to monster fucking. All right. I think we've had the discussion. I'm closing it down. Thank you, everybody, for being involved with the Horny Tier List today. You all get a good smack and bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. We'll do this again next week, and I'm hopefully to do a Survivor one next week. So thank you all. I'm going to stop recording.